was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello? Who's this?
Hey, is this the reality star, Erica?
Oh.
You're so big now you only have to have one name.
I thought we
There's
forgot.
Madonna.
I thought we forgot about last week's show by
Celine.
now. Does anybody listen
And
to
now
this?
it's Erica.
No, I'm not famous yet, Mark. Sorry.
Erica.
Not famous in Japan.
There's so much money can be made. And I just feel like just because I was here when you made the idea up, and it was really nothing to do with anything I said,
Yeah.
other than pushing you to do it.
Yeah.
That
50,
what I would
50%? Is that what you would like?
No, but I like the little pocket change in my bank.
You know, you have Social Security now. We can't be getting you in trouble with the government.
Oh, that's right. I can't. I would like to have $23,000 a year.
Yeah.
sir.
All right.
That's all I'm allowed
That's
to
all
make.
you're allowed to do. That's
I say I would take $22,000 just to give that cushion in case the government changes their mind again.
Is that why you quit that last lucrative job of driving cars at the auction?
Yes, it is. I don't want no nonsense from them.
You know what? That job sounded like a dream job for me. So if I could just do that all day and then make what I'm making now, that would be ideal.
I'm telling you, it was a dream job until it wasn't. You know, you would think, oh, wait a minute.
What?
No, I'm going to go ahead and say this.
What?
I was going to say I just wanted to keep pushing the whole. We got plenty of time to talk about your new adventure, but
Hey, you know I'm not doing that
It is a dream
right.
job. People think it's a dream. It seems like it would be a dream job driving cars at auction because you see them on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they got some beautiful motorcycles and cars and trucks and Jeeps and I mean the elite of the elite. And then there is the one that's owned by Cox.
Ah.
Yes, the same Cox that
Yeah.
used to kill radio stations.
The insurance auction. Yeah, I believe that's owned by the Apollo Hedge Fund. No, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I've driven everything from Lamborghinis. And what is the name of that car? Bentleys.
Yep.
Drove a Bentley.
Yeah.
And then I've also drove numerous Nissan products.
Why do I feel this was all wasted on you? Why do I feel that?
Well, first of all, when you're driving them,
Yeah.
even when I got into a Camaro or a nice Hemi Charger, everything speed limit wise is 20 miles an hour.
Did you ever feel like running from the police when you were in a Charger or a Challenger?
No, but I wanted to just really step on it just to see what it
that's-
would do. And we never got to do any of that. It's just a slow drive through.
Right.
And then the cars you're in are all somehow effed up.
They smell like cigarettes or throw up.
Yeah, or no, my favorite ones are the ones that smells like it just came out of a canal.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, somebody left the window down in Louisiana on a car. Now it smells like swamp ass.
Found this in a swamp somewhere. Somebody tried to get insurance. And then we have cars where we literally had to ride with the jumper cables attached.
Yep, got to get you a jump box and plug them in. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done all these things.
So yeah, see, it wasn't as much fun as I thought it was. But I learned a few things. Like for example, if I were to try to buy a car again, and I'm sorry, and I don't know if you're allowed to say this or not, but any car that begins with the letter N,
Yeah.
manufacturer,
Right.
completely out.
Is this a racist thing?
No, they're.
So why wouldn't you be able to say that?
Well, I guess. Well, we're not. I just don't want to kill the possibility of having Nissan as a sponsor, but
I don't think that's going to be
they
a problem.
make inferior products.
Let me tell you something about Nissan. They are the Dodge of Japan. That's all you need to know. They make shit cars for shit people.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I
next
said
thing
it.
you never want to buy is anything with the letter J.
Like a Jeep or a Jaguar.
Yes, a Jeep.
A Jaguar too. That's
And a Jaguar.
That's another one
Yeah,
could be
Jaguar.
questionable. They make lovely cars though, Jaguar.
They're pretty, but they
Yeah.
are crap. They fall apart
I
easily.
know, but they're nice though, so it's okay. Speaking of crap that falls apart, don't buy a car named P for Porsche, because I just got an estimate from my dealer for $7,700 to fix my
Oi.
car that the warranty has decided they don't want to cover.
Why?
Because that would cost them money, I assume.
I know, but I mean, you literally just got that car.
What?
like-
No, I got the car a year and a half ago. Warranties.
Oh, was it that long ago?
Warranties are for, warranties are like insurance, and the people who work there that approve the claims, their job is to find new and interesting ways to tell you, I'm sorry, no, we're not paying for that. So that's what happened to me. So now I got to go back down to the Porsche dealer and get my car whenever they call me back and give them their car back that they gave me. This has been almost 2
Right.
weeks now. And pay them their $600 worth of diagnostic fees to fix nothing, to get my car back still broken. So at least
And what does it do? This part.
it's just dripping a little bit of oil, and which the warranty. So the warranty is a powertrain warranty, but in the clause of the powertrain warranty that apparently I didn't read because it was on page 134.
Yes.
It says that it doesn't cover anything that has bolts attached to it, and I'm like, well, hold on a second.
Well, that would be the entire drivetrain.
I am
That
rather
is brilliant.
I'm rather familiar with how an engine and transmission works, and they're mostly nuts and bolts. But the parts that have the bolts, those are not covered.
We're not fixing any part attached to the car. That would be the next one.
And then they tell me that, oh, well, if you read this closely, you'd see it's only a powertrain warranty. So that bad airbag module you have, yeah, we can't fix that. And you have 2 bad airbag modules. So that's $1,100. Okay, well, so why do I have this warranty then? So now I have a call into the warranty people to get a refund from the warranty company. I'm like, can I just cancel my warranty and you just send me the money? Oh, well, you can't do that. The dealership where you bought the car has to do that. So I call the dealership, and then they tell me, oh, no, you have to call another number. You have to do that. So I did. And of course, there's no person at that number, and you have to leave them a message. And of course, they're never going to call you back.
No.
So that's where I am right now. And then I've called my brainless service advisor, who I was warned, don't use this person because they're very good looking, but have, quote, shit for brains. Not my words, another employee who works there's words. And turns out I'm starting to think they're right, because I have 3 calls into this person right now. They have yet to call me back. I guess I'm going to have to take their loaner car. They gave me a nice new Porsche Macan loaner car, which is terrible because it has a 4-cylinder engine. I guess I need to go down there and say, can I have my car back, please? Oh, yes, let me pay you your $600 for doing literally nothing to my car so I can get my broken car back. So that's how my week is going.
Now, didn't you have a friend
I have lots
that
of
was
friends.
working there?
Yeah, he was, and now he's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was this something they probably knew, or you think that they didn't know?
I have no idea. I don't know.
When did you notice the leak?
Oh, the last time I got the oil changed, the people that changed the oil, they said, yeah, you got a little more oil dripping there. You should probably get that looked at. I'm like, oh, all right, I will. I have a warranty. That won't be a problem. Okay. I've put 10,000, 11,000 miles on this car since I bought it. Nothing has gone wrong until now. And you would think, well, the warranty, if there's a leak, maybe it's, it's probably just like a little, and it was. It's a little seal that is leaking that needs to come out and be fixed. But because that seal is attached to bolts, they can't fix it. I guess they can't fix it.
The old bolt trick.
I got, Mark. That's exactly what happened. I got
man.
by the, hey, we're going to sell you a $4,000 warranty, but I hope there's no bolts in your car, because that's not included.
That is beyond sad, man.
Yeah. So, note to self.
So trade in?
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I have another friend of mine who's going to sell me his car, and I'm probably going from the frying pan to the fire with this car. But it's a very well cared for, I know where it's been car. It's had it's got 8 pages on the Carfax of all the maintenance that have been done, and all of the preventative things that have been done, and all the things that have been fixed. And the car is owned by someone who loves it and is reluctant to even sell it. So I think I'm going to buy that just going to take a chance.
What is it?
It's an older Audi. I know. There's no such thing as a cheap German car because there's nothing more expensive than a cheap German car. So do I roll the dice and just go buy this stupid thing for cash and have no car payment? Or do I just stick with the leaky?
And then what are you gonna do with the Porsche?
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it fixed for cheaper from an independent shop, and then I'll just sell it to Carvana or CarMax just to get rid of it. Just to get rid of it. It runs fine. It looks great.
There's going to be plenty of shops that work on foreign cars. They're going to be. It's got to be cheaper than a dealership.
Yeah, well, I have a guy, but he didn't take my warranty, so he'll get the car to get the oil leak fixed. And once I get the oil leak fixed, then I can get rid of the car.
Right.
And it's not even a big deal. It's just the dealership rates are ridiculous. Dealership rates are 3 or 4 times as much as an independent shop is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not going to cost me $7,000 to fix it unless I fix it at the dealer. So as you can imagine, I've lost some hair. Although I have breaking news about my hair. My hair is thicker and more luxurious because of a purchase that I made. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, because my hair's thinning like crazy.
That's because you're an old man, but
You want to see something funny?
Yes.
And I come from a good line of hair. I
do. Mark has very good hair, except he
Ready?
has terrible designs. He's got a bald spot back there. Look at that. He turned around, showed me his bald spot.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
How long did he have
It started off this big, and now I believe it's probably a lot bigger than like this big now, right?
All right. Well, I got something that can maybe help you. It's called Rogaine. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
I remember that.
That's still out there.
It really works.
But that's not what I'm talking about. So
okay.
so I told you I went to the doctor, and the doctor was so lovely as to inform me that I have arthritis. And I said, well, yeah, I kind of realized that, but that's what the problem in my knee has been is arthritis. Yeah, you just got a bad flare-up of arthritis there, and gave me a nice big cortisone shot right in the knee, which was unpleasant, but that fixed it. Now I could ride my bike 20 miles and be fine. So just for funsies, he takes a look at my left leg is all red and flaky and itchy, and I want to take a wire brush to it because it's so itchy because I have psoriasis on my leg, and psoriasis is part of psoriatic arthritis. And as I get older,
how about that? I had no idea.
Psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis.
My son and my daughter both have that.
Well, I have got the cure right here in my hand, and it cost me $116. Would you like to know more?
Yeah.
You're not going to believe what the cure. It's not a cure, but I would sit here in the evening sometimes, and I have to go sit on my porch and scratch my leg until it started to bleed, and I didn't want all that shit in my house, so I'd go out on the porch.
My daughter used to have it behind her leg. My son has it actually in his scalp.
These are autoimmune diseases that apparently all of our food is probably giving us. But so I was doing a little more research about this after I went to the doctor, and it said. It basically said if you live in these areas, you probably have really hard water. You have bad water, and all the stuff they put in the water, all the fluoride and the chlorine and who knows what else. I haven't even researched what they put into the water here where I live, but I know it's not good.
No.
So I had this bright idea that I should buy a filtered shower head. So I go onto Reddit, my new best friend, and I start looking up people that have psoriasis, and I search basically psoriasis and filtered shower heads. And I come across a name, and the name is Afina, A-F-I-N-A. And they just make this basic looking shower head that has a pretty big filter in it. And it's $129. And I was like, you know what? I have $129. I haven't paid that dealership for my car yet. Let's get a shower head while I still have $129.
Right.
So I bought this shower head, and after about a week of using it, my skin isn't red anymore. I still have the psoriasis on my legs. It's still a little kind of psoriasis-y and scaly, but it's not red, and it's not itchy, and it's not flaky, and my hair's thicker, and I feel cleaner when I use this shower head. And this is in no way a sponsorship of the Afina shower head, but you can get them on Amazon. And I don't know what to tell you, man. It worked. I can't believe it. I keep waiting for it to it's like, well, maybe it was something else. No, it's this shower head. So you got
That's interesting because I think I'll tell my son about. I started staying at the. You ever stayed at a Drury Inn? Drury?
No, that sounds sketchy. What is that?
Drury Inn. It's a new chain, and it's not owned by anybody. It's a hotel chain. They're building them all over the place, and it's ran by a family.
Okay, is it an Indian family?
I don't know what Drury would be.
Or are they stealing it? There you go. I just sent you a text. Got it. That is the Eveyone filtered shower head, high pressure shower, reduces dry, itchy skin, dandruff, and eczema.
Yeah, because I actually bought my shower head based off of their hotels. They bought these shower heads, and I was shocked because when I looked it up, I got it on sale through one of those. I forgot what site it is.
So you didn't
one where you can
steal it from the hotel.
But the on sale was $150.
All right.
The shower head's about this big around. It just puts out like rain on top of you.
It's this one. This one isn't quite like that, but because I have really low water pressure here, and I thought, well, this isn't going to work, and it made the water pressure better too.
But I think this was perfect for my son because he's got it in his head. He's got to buy special shampoo with charcoal in it.
Just use the regular shampoo and
all kinds of stuff.
This has been the I'm getting so old portion of the Erica and Mark phone call podcast.
Well, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back. In radio, we used to have to watch award shows, remember? Because you had to be able to talk about it. And before the internets and all this other stuff, you actually had to watch the stuff because you had to actually write down all the dumb things you wanted to talk about.
You had to be topical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So now, of course, you could just look at a synopsis of it.
I haven't watched the Grammys in 30 years. It's been nice.
That just blew me away. And it's not the fact that Beyonce won a country album of the year.
Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah, well, it's we all know about pay for play, but the bottom line is there's something that was actually more ridiculous than anything that we've ever talked about in radio when it came to award shows, and I was just so glad that I don't have to watch them anymore. But I just saw this one clip, and it's making its way around. You might have seen it already, and I'm going to talk about it. And then there's a real quick fix to this that the young people have to learn. Mm-hmm. They have to learn. There's some rules. There's rules that are unwritten, but they've been passed down from generations. And these are rules that you need to know before you go places and do things.
All right. Well, while you think about that, I'm going to go Google this pay for play thing. I don't even know what that is. Let me look that up.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, so you might have seen this a picture. I know you don't watch the Grammys.
I know. I haven't watched the Grammys since I had to, so it's been 30 years.
Yeah, I know, and I'm so glad we don't have to. Not only that, but they had all those other ridiculous award shows. There's a bunch of grab-assery and patting ourselves on the back. And I hate every minute of it.
That's what award shows are, though. That's
supposedly that was what people were talking about by the water cooler is what we were told. You need more water cooler talk.
All right,
stop all this inside stuff that only you know about.
All I heard that was Kanye West showed up with some naked girl and got kicked out because he didn't have a ticket, and Will Smith's kid showed up with a house on his head.
That's it. That's the one.
That's the one.
Will Smith's kid. Literally wore a black suit and he wore a black castle over his face and on top of his head.
Why would he do that?
Well, listen, take a look at his dad.
His dad's a great actor when he's not smacking Chris Rock in the face.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I mean. And then look at his mom. I mean, who's still pining after Tupac as if like he died a minute ago.
Oh, I got bad news for her. He's not dead. And, he's not dead. He's hiding from her.
Yeah, I wasn't doubting it because that girl's wicked. And she's allowed to talk and boss people around in that household. And that's why you got kids wearing. That's why you have kids wearing castles on their head.
Man, some people are into that.
But there's some social rules that you need to know. Mm-hmm. Number one, what's his name? Cayenne or Kane?
Kanye, really?
Kanye.
How freaking white are you? Jesus Christ.
Kanye. His girl. I seen the thing where she was wearing a dress, but it was like completely see-through.
It was like saran wrap, yeah.
So and the only thing they blocked out down there was the private spot down the bottom. They let the puppies have at it.
I mean, they're boobs.
But you know what? I noticed another girl wearing the exact same thing, except she just wore underwear underneath hers, and she got the pass.
It's very classy. It's much classier.
It's very classy. Again, these are just rules that you need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some unwritten rules. Like, for example, when you enter someone's home, and if you notice that there's shoes by the front door,
right,
that's a sign.
Take off your shoes.
Take your shoes off because they don't want you walking around.
People don't know these things, huh?
Yeah. These are just unwritten things.
Right.
Let me see here. Leash your dogs in public.
Well, that's just
Actually, leash your dogs. Period.
I've had to yell at my daughter about that because she'll just because her little dog will follow her everywhere and she will listen and she will obey. But it's just that one time when she sees another dog or something else and she just takes off that you don't know if it's gonna. But she's so complacent because Jane would never do that. But
that
she will.
I literally heard and had to witness the carnage of one of my dogs getting ran over in one of those country roads.
And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen to her dog. Yes.
Horrible thing for everybody to see. The kids saw it. Horrible.
Yeah.
That'll be the last time she ever does that. I know, but that's a hard way to learn.
Yes. I don't want that to happen. And anyway, I love that dog.
It says, don't make unsolicited comments about how healthy someone else's food is.
Healthy?
If you're not their doctor or dietitian.
Well, what if you are? What if you're a doctor? So don't invite your doctor
not
over.
Not their doctor or dietitian.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So don't give him shit about all the potato chips that are sitting around.
Another one is you never mention that someone looks tired.
Did you go to charm school? Did you not learn these in charm school? Because I did. I know all these.
I know. Well, these are just things that people should know. And this will stop you from wearing either naked or wearing a castle on your head.
I mean, I'm not sure that's going to stop me from going naked to an award show.
When you're,
is that in there, by the way? Don't go naked to an award show.
Should be. When you're in a group and someone starts saying something, but it's cut off.
Yeah.
Always ask them to repeat themselves because then you act like you're interested in what they're saying.
Interesting. All right.
It's just good manners.
I'm bad at that. I know that. I'm conscious of it.
I know you are because I've been trying to get you to go back and forth to that subject because I think we're really on to something.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Never ask someone if they're pregnant.
Well, that's obvious. Everyone knows that, although plenty of men don't know that.
Don't criticize someone's smile or their laugh.
What if they have a good laugh? What if it's just like, I just love your laugh?
Well, it said don't criticize. You could probably compliment them.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if you could compliment. Because I know people got some fucked up laughs that I would say, you have the best laugh. Do it again.
Don't touch other people's babies.
Why
would that even happen?
I don't know.
Oh, is that Gucci Goo stuff?
Maybe.
Oh, my God.
Don't touch other people's babies. Where did you find this list?
Not telling you.
Oh, God.
And it's not BuzzFeed.
Is it Playboy?
No, it's BuzzFeed.
It is BuzzFeed. Okay.
When someone shows you a picture on their phone, don't try to
zoom it in. Why? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I mean, that's how you can really stop people from showing you pictures on their phone.
So a lot of times I'll show somebody a picture on my phone and I am conscious of the fact that there's probably a reflection that I don't see that's from their perspective, which is prohibiting them from really seeing the picture. So I just say, here, take the phone. And then if they want to take the phone and move it around to where they can see it, if they want to, I don't care. Why would I care about that? Unless they're going to zoom in and say, well, you got some unsightly patches there on your face, don't you? Yes, I have psoriasis. Would you like to see my legs? Zoom in on that, asshole. Is that what you want me to do? Is that in there?
If you're leaving an elevator or exiting a train or a bus or an airplane, whatever it is, the people exiting get to go first before the people come in.
Well, yeah.
And you go by your row if you're on a plane or train or whatever.
Oh, I've never seen that happen in all my years.
I know.
Ever.
I just sit back and wait for the car. I view that like the Daytona 500 or Talladega. I just sit in the back, wait for the crash, and then I come in.
I like to sit in the front of the plane because if there's a crash, I'll be killed instantly. I don't want to have a chance of surviving. Just kill me. And then I always try to get a window seat. So if my computer or my purse or something is up in the little stowaway thing, I will ask someone. It's like, hey, can you hand me that brown bag right there? So I'm ready to go when it's my turn. Instead of I'm standing there like, hold on a second, everyone, while I get all my shit from up here. Just everyone stand back there. No, I'm ready to go. I'm standing there amid the seats with all my crap hanging off of me, and I'm ready to go as soon as that aisle is clear. Because I'm a polite flyer, Mark.
Don't sit next to somebody when there's other seating available. That's just creepy.
Oh, yeah, I guess people do that, don't they?
Yeah.
That's kind of like when you're in a nice empty. That happened to me in a parking lot. I went to Trader Joe's last night after work, and I'm in this dealership car that's black and shiny, and I'm like, I don't want to really return this with any door ding, so I kind of park out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, my knee feels better. I can walk, so I park in the middle of nowhere. I park. There's 2 spaces next to me on each side, and nobody parked in front of me. And I come back out 10 minutes later after picking up my Trader Joe's goods, and there's cars parked on both sides of me, like right next to me.
Everyone had the same idea.
And I'm like,
near
do
you.
they not see the car parked? Is it because it's a black car? You don't respect it? I can't win.
Here's a good one. When someone tells you, either it's getting late, I'm getting tired, or I have a lot going on at work tomorrow. Mm-hmm. When you're over their place, that's actually the time that you're supposed to go. It's a cue.
Yeah, don't be a linger. I got one that may or may not be on your list. Tell me if this is on the list. When you're telling a story to somebody and you're on the 3rd time that they say to you, that's crazy. They're not interested. The first time you hear that's crazy, just stop and move on with whatever you're doing. That should be number 1 is what that should be number 1 on your BuzzFeed list. That's crazy.
People usually do this to me.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's crazy how they do that.
Matter of fact, I think you said that to me on this show.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, isn't it?
This is one that I'm guilty of.
What?
Don't negatively comment on food another person's eating.
I do that all the time. But usually, hold on though. In all fairness to me, everybody knows I don't eat vegetables or fruits, so they provoke me. They're like, "Don't you just want to try one of these Brussels sprouts?" No, that looks disgusting, and I can smell it here. That's bad enough. It smells like your feet.
That's actually part of it. If someone isn't eating any vegetables, that's actually one of their examples.
That's me. Yeah, it happens to me all the time, and I'm done taking shit from people. And I'm the last person you want to criticize about not eating vegetables, because I have looked at people before who have just said, just try one. So my standard comebacks are, if it's a really good-looking person, I'll just say, right. Prettier girls than you have tried to get me to eat vegetables. And that's kind of a nice half-assed insult right there. And another one is with somebody who's like a vehement vegetable, like, can't believe I just look at them and I say, it offends you that I'm so healthy, but I've never eaten a vegetable a day in my life. I don't even take vitamins. And that's offensive to you because maybe your health isn't as good as it should be. And you do nothing but eat vegetables. And here's me sitting over here eating Count Chocula, healthy as a horse. I have actually said that I've used the Count Chocula joke more than once. I don't really eat Count Chocula, but it's a good joke.
Here's a good one here. I've had to deal with this, and you fly a lot, so you're probably used to this too. You're not supposed to stand right up next to the baggage carousel blocking everyone else.
True. Oh my God. I hang back and I let them all get in front of me, and then I wait for my bright red luggage to come out and grab it.
Oh, you're smart. You're one of those. I see. I never thought about that, and I bought a black suitcase. Duh.
You know, other people have thought of black suit. They think black is really nice.
Well, everybody seems to think black is the way
it is. It's very classy.
And every time you grab one, it's like, oops, no, put it back.
Yeah, and then you. Actually, I just got rid of my red one. I have kind of a silvery gray suitcase now, and I have a big Pan Am logo, the big rubber Pan Am like a address thing on there. So if other people have gray suitcases, mine's the only one that's got a big Pan Am logo as big as your fist hanging off of it. Kind of hard to
I'm
miss.
doing something I've never done before on this next plane trip I'm taking to Miami. Is we're going straight there, and we're not going to use the baggage carousel or no check-in.
Yeah.
We're using these little TSA approved suitcases.
Yeah, the carry-on ones, yeah.
And that's what we're living on. I've never done that before. Never brought luggage on board.
You almost said Broughton. You almost said it. I've never Broughton luggage before.
Yeah, well, that's...
Is that on there? Don't say Broughton.
I like Broughton.
No.
I think I've never taken that.
Mark,
I
will hit you in the face with a newspaper.
I've never taken luggage.
I will hit you in the face with a newspaper. I swear to God.
By the way, if one thing you're going to do is RSVP when invited to an event, especially if the host is paying for the food and drinks.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a dick move.
Please acknowledge new people in your life properly.
What? What does that mean?
Your brother brings a girl home, and your bestie brings a friend to the bar. Introduce yourself and give them a handshake and acknowledge the new human that's in front of you. Who doesn't do this?
I don't know, man. I like to say, who do we have here? What's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me everything. Have you seen each other naked? I try to make it as awkward as I can.
Like my great grandfather loved to be introduced to people when he would visit us, and I would bring a girl and goes, well, Mark, I thought that's not the same girl as yesterday. You know that old line.
Oh, that's so. All right, so here's something fun to do.
And when you're 90, you can get away with that.
I'm gonna give you one of my favorite jokes, and the reason that all of my friends secretly hate me, and it works every time. It's funny all the time. When you're like, say you're in line at the grocery store, and maybe I've told you this before. Let's just say that's crazy if I have.
Okay.
When you're in line at the grocery store, and maybe you're with somebody who just is fumbling for their wallet, or they can't, or they're not paying attention, and the cashier's like standing there looking at you like, come on, can we pick this up? There's, you just look at the cashier real quick and just say, I am so sorry. She just got out of prison. And and the cashier will guaranteed laugh. Unless they've been to prison, which has happened before. They'll say,
they get it.
They'll say, really, which one? And I'm like,
where'd you do your time?
And that's exactly what I say. And I'll say, where did you do your time? And she'll just whoever I'm with is just like, God damn it, Erica, I am going to kill you. Just looking at me through their teeth. And while I'm chatting up the cashier while they can't find their credit card. So that's good. Remember that. That's okay. I'm so sorry they just got out of prison. Use that, and I guarantee you it's a laugh every time. And then the cashier will forget why she was annoyed with you.
Last one.
Yeah.
Do not propose to someone else at someone else's wedding.
Obviously don't do that. Why do people do that?
You're mooching off their romance.
Do people really do that? What's the worst, most awkward thing you've ever seen at one of your weddings?
Oh, let me see.
Just give me anything.
Every groom, or sometimes it's the bride, one of them is completely hammered.
Oh, yeah. Somebody gets drunk.
And every time you're trying to find them for pictures or whatever, they got one less article of clothing on, and they're someplace else.
Oh.
And you got to go find them, and they're usually like in a truck smoking weed.
Where in the hell are you doing weddings?
Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
But mostly people drunk and hunching on people.
So.
But I did see something where the groom and the bride PO'd at each other.
Oh, they were fighting.
I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you what happened, Mark. Some weddings, you'll see the rings are on a pillow. And people don't realize that pillow is not for the rings. That pillow is for the man's balls, and it goes to the bride's side of the family after the wedding. After they exchange rings, they just take it back.
Yeah.
This is for you. You'll need these later, honey.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Texas apparently hasn't got around to this yet.
The free state of Texas, Mark. It's the free state of Texas. You know what the funniest thing I saw in the news all week was the free state of Texas governor getting rid of all the DEI laws while he rolls around his office in his wheelchair. Sorry, please continue with your story.
I don't think they got rid of the laws. What I think they got rid of was all that extra money that they were giving companies for hiring.
Probably.
And that's why people are real quick to say goodbye to it.
Yeah.
Just like they were real quick to be on the shot track until they weren't getting paid money, and then all of a sudden the broadcasting company says, "Oh, we don't really need shots anymore."
You know what you do? You follow the money, Mark. Follow the money.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, Texas.
Always.
So what is Texas doing besides dumb things?
So this little girl had her third DUI, so she's without a license.
That's terrible.
So there's pictures of her all over the place. Her driving, she went and bought a Barbie Jeep.
So how is that not illegal?
And by the way, if you take a good look at her, the picture's up on Facebook. She's kind of cute, but she has crazy eyes. She's got the big crazy eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's running around in a Barbie Jeep and still drinking and driving.
Maybe she should try my shower head. Could cure her of all of that.
You know, they've arrested guys and on riding lawnmowers going to get.
Oh, you can get a DUI on a freaking horse in Florida.
Yes.
Man. Yeah.
They don't play around.
No, you're driving a golf cart.
Anything.
You could be on a bicycle.
But besides your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't even ride around on a bike. Here in Louisiana, as you can only imagine by how much they drink here, there's literally, you see people in the newspaper that are on their 19th and 20th DUI.
See, I don't know how that happens at all. At some point, do you put those people to sleep or do you put them away? What do you do with them?
I think they just feel eventually they're going to fall over dead. Anyway.
No, man, there's a lot of people that got some strong constitutions that alcohol has no effect on.
My father drank from the time he was 13 till he was in his 80s, 82.
Yeah.
And he died from alcohol, but it took a long time.
He didn't have 31 DUIs, though.
No, I think 7.
7? Oh, my God. Well,
I know. I didn't even know. I was so embarrassed that this is the first time I've ever said this out loud. The only person that knows this, nobody.
All right.
You and whoever, and the girl that's listening.
Me and you and Chris. Hi, Chris. Say hi to Chris.
I'm sorry. I should know who her name is besides calling her the girl.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus.
But yeah, I found that out by mistake. I was looking something up because I couldn't find my dad one time.
7? You couldn't find him?
I couldn't find. He wasn't answering his phone.
Okay.
I couldn't run him down, and I looked up
mugshots.
And I looked up, on the sheriff's records back when you could look at the sheriff's records. Yeah. And I'd seen that he had he just got released from jail.
Oh, that's why you can't find him.
Yeah, he was going. He got he got arrested in his. Okay, you know how condos are set up, right?
Yeah, I live in one.
Condos have their own little private roads.
Yes.
Right. So, and you pull out of a parking space.
Yeah.
Right, and you go out and then you go on the road.
Sure.
They literally got him pulling into his driveway halfway in his parking spot.
Bummer.
And they got him there.
Man. I don't know. I would have gotten a lawyer.
That was the last one.
I would have gotten a lawyer and the lawyer could have said, well, on the condo private property, that is as soon as he turns off the main road. Did you see him driving on the main road?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, well,
they followed him there.
Yeah, he's screwed. Screwed then. So the cops did him a favor. Doesn't got to get his car towed now. Now his car's home.
Yeah, he actually did.
Yeah.
And then I decided to go down the path, and I saw he had quite a few, and then I was cleaning out his records after he passed. I seen quite a few certificates of completion for the DUI classes.
Good for him. He got through them. Yeah, I know.
God bless him. Pop, I love you. And I'm glad whatever was making you drink is not bothering you anymore.
I'm sorry you had to quit drinking the way you did. Man. Wait, is that a thinker? Are you all right? You're trying not
I'm just laughing because
I
keep thinking about it. It's so funny because I had no idea that he was dying.
Yeah.
Because he never told us.
Yeah.
And then when I found out was when I got the death certificate.
Yeah.
Cirrhosis of the liver and complications from COPD.
So
he smoked and drank.
So you get it honestly is what you're saying.
Yes.
All right.
So I looked at that and I go, wow. I was like, okay. So I was really kind of shocked by it. And the girl...
You were shocked that somebody died of drinking and smoking?
No, just like I didn't know he was dying.
Yeah.
Because he was spending his entire time talking to me, like you and I are talking about, complaining about doctors, like they wouldn't give him his LASIK surgery. Well, there's a reason why. You're dying.
Yeah, because you're gonna.
And we would prefer you really not to go out on the road.
I've had I hate to bring the doctors up again. I've had more than one conversation with my general practitioner when she looks at my blood work and realizes I don't eat vegetables, and she's just like, I wish I had your blood and your blood pressure. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you're doing fine. You really don't, you're not taking, she said, somebody your age who doesn't take any medication for anything is extremely rare.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, but how many people put themselves in your office? And she said, 75% of the people that I see put themselves here. And and I said, so I shouldn't feel bad for not seeing you for like 3 years at a time. And she said, well, I'd like to see you every year. And I said, yeah, I'm sure you got mortgage payments. And then she laughs, and she just says, but yeah, that's why people like you are pretty rare. You don't really go out of way to take care of yourself, but if you can manage your stress and if you don't drink or smoke, you're going to probably be okay unless you get some inherited thing that sneaks up on you or you get into a car accident. And I'm like, oh no, are you telling me that I could live until I'm old? I don't want that. I don't know if I want that either. Maybe I should start drinking and smoking. So no.
That's funny.
That's what terrifies me is that I have not saved well for retirement. And what if I live to be like 90? I don't want that.
Well, actually, with your insurance that you have, you get that wellness check once a year, which is basically a physical.
I just don't go.
It's free.
I know, but I just don't. I feel fine. So I go to an endocrinologist once a year because she gives me the little milligram of estradiol that I take that just to keep my hormones where they need to be. It's literally a milligram a day. It's nothing, and I go to her and she gives me the whole Rockstar blood work checkup. So I go to the little blood work place about a week before my appointment, let them suck my blood when I'm fasting.
Right.
And I go in there and she just looks at and she just shakes my head. Her and the intern that she's always with just shake their head and they're like, I don't know what to tell you to do differently other than I know I could stand to lose a little weight. Yeah, who couldn't in America? She's like, yeah, I mean your lungs are fine. I did a stress test when I turned 50. Because I'm turning 50. My dad wasn't very healthy, so I figured I need to take a stress test so I don't have a heart attack like my father did. And nothing. I have no sign of anything. I could, if it wasn't for my bad knee, I could ride my bike 40 miles a day and I'd be fine. I like it. It feels good. I don't huff and puff. I'm not tired. I feel better after I do something like that. And I was surprised at exercise.
I'm never one for exercise, except when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that wasn't really exercise. That was just called playing.
Yeah.
And running around and all that. But as an adult, I didn't want to do it. But I'm glad I got myself in a habit.
I still don't want to do it. So I had to find something that I would like. And that's...
Oh, I don't like going to the gym.
I
just
no.
go.
I've never been to a gym in my life because A, I don't know what to do. B, I don't want a bunch of people standing around looking at me, and I don't want to look at them. And C, it seems kind of boring. So I bought an electric bicycle that I could easily just cruise around with and use the throttle the whole time. There are 15 settings of different speed settings on there with the motor that you can use. And I keep it on setting 3. So I have to pedal my ass off to make that thing work. But what that motor does is it allows me to go faster, which I know I shouldn't care about at this age. But in order for it to be fun, I need to be going fast. And I got that bike going 30, 33 miles an hour when I'm on the big straightaway. So I'm pedaling. I'm working my ass off on this 3 mile straight stretch of road to where, okay, and now I can slow down. And then I have a slower part where I go around a lake where I pedal easier and my heart rate. So my heart rate goes from 130 to 160 when I'm on my bike doing this stuff. And I usually go around and then I'm ready to go at it again for another 2.5, 3 miles to where I have to pedal really hard to see how fast I can go. But if I'm on a regular bike, I am not going to be, I'll be able to go 15 miles an hour maybe. Big difference in 15 miles an hour and over 30 miles an hour. It's fun. And it allows me to cover more ground and see more things. And I don't know if that's what it takes to make me exercise, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm crazy because now I say it out loud. It sounds like I need a little risk and danger.
Well, yeah, you do. Well, you've always had that. And as long as I've known you, you've always been a risk taker.
It doesn't feel like risk or danger. It just feels fun. It's fun. I'm not scared that I'm going to crash.
You're an adrenaline junkie.
Maybe a little. I'd like to think that that's calmed down a little bit, but probably not.
I don't know, because I haven't heard about you. Of course, you're not sharing it all the time, but I don't think I've heard you talk about waxing kids at traffic lights anymore in your cars. So.
I mean, I drive an SUV. and there's...
Because I remember those stories where you're racing every day was race day.
That was back in the old days when there was less traffic and you could still do that shit where the cops wouldn't take you to jail. It's a little different now. So I tend to F around a lot less in public than I used to. But every now and then we do a little charity rally where professional driver on a closed course where we might hit some triple digits out in the country where there's no one around and I can only hurt me and the deer that runs in front of me. Yeah. But that's very rare. But I still do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, but you're not as bad as you used to be.
No. I think
that's called. Yeah, you're just getting. Yeah, you're aging out.
Wisdom. Age, and with age comes a little bit of wisdom, and maybe I got some wisdom and I didn't notice. I don't know. Still riding way too fast on my bike, but I like it. Now, the first time that I crash on that bike, we'll see how I still feel about it because I don't know a lot of people who have bicycles that haven't had a crash. And I just don't want to crash because I've broken bones before, just never at this age.
Same with motorcycles. Actually, I'm going to an ear, nose, and throat guy on next week to start working on this broken nose that I had from when I face planted when
What did you do?
Remember when you built your own ramps?
Yeah.
And it was a board and a cinder block?
Yeah.
And if you didn't have it right, when you went over it, it would just thump you.
Sure.
Yeah, face because and not into the grass, face first into the concrete.
So you didn't do enough damage to your nose with the cocaine. You had to smash your face into the concrete.
Oh, I did it before that. Yeah, the cocaine was just the finishing touches.
Jesus, Mark.
Ready to try to fix this thing so I can start breathing, and I might stop being a mouth breather when I'm sleeping at night.
So you can have a less sideways nose.
Yeah. Well, I do look like it's almost like a mafia nose. It goes
you know what? Just go in there and tell the plastic surgeon I want to look like Liza Minnelli, and they'll take care of it. That's all you got to do.
Do I have to say darling after that?
It certainly wouldn't hurt.
Well, in honor of my dad's 7 DUIs and the drunk Barbie doll over in Texas, a call that we ran across a long time ago, back when we were working in morning radio and making Georgia together. And
we stole a lot of things back then.
A guy supposedly on his way home,
put that on the list,
ran into a deer.
Oh, yes. This is a bit.
And then he had to call 911.
I stole this from some comedy CD, but I think it was an actual 911 call, though.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
I found it. Yes.
I do not have that. Send that to me.
I'll send you a copy.
Okay. Let's play that and end the show. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
All right. Can I say it?
Yeah.
I need a bambulance.
See you later.
Bye.
This is the ambulance emergency line. Do you have an emergency? I need a ambulance. Who is this? Joe. Okay, so where do you need us? I'm in the phone booth. Okay, what's the address there? Hold on. Okay, sir, did you call through 911? No. Okay, Joe, I need a location. What street are you on? I'm in the phone booth at the stop and go. Yeah, I'm at the, that's it. I'm at the stop and go. Wait a minute. Huffsmith, Corville, and something. Stop and go. Huffsmith, Corville, and what? Hold on. Joe. Tab. Let me see. Coffee. Coffee. There you go. I'm in the phone booth. Let me tell you what. I'm going down the road, driving my car, minding my own business, and a deer jumped out and hit my car. Okay, sir, are you injured? Now, let me tell you. I get out and pick the deer up. I thought he's dead. I put the deer in my back seat, and I'm driving down the road and minding my own business. The woke up and bit me in the back of my neck. They bit me and then kicked the out of my car. I'm in my phone booth. The deer bit me in the neck. A big dog came up and bit me in the leg. I hit him with the tire iron, and I stabbed him with my knife. So I got a hurt leg, and the deer bit me in the neck. And the dog wanted me out of my phone booth because he wants the deer. Now who gets the deer? Me or the dog? Okay, sir, are you injured? Yeah, my deer bit me in the neck. Hold on. Yeah, the dog is biting me. Hold on. Get out of here,
Erica and Mark, the phone call.
Hold on, the is biting me.